Why? Why are you here? To get this back. It's not that I came here to save you. The elevator I happened to use to escape put me in the arena. I saw you were getting attacked. That's why I saved you. Nothing more than that. Wow, just lie to his face like that. For a coincidence, that's a convenient story. It's up to you what you think of it. So, what are you going to do now? Do what? I barged into the arena. We're also fugitives. That's why we must escape. If you stay, they'll probably make you fight that monster again. This time you're going to die. Is that what you want? Even you must have things left to do here. But in your state of mind... Silence! Shut up! Twice. That's twice you've... If you want to escape from the Empire, do it now. I have no intentions of leaving. Even if this is going to be the end for me. What's that? Rumbling? What's this vibration? This vibration. That's... No, it's not coming from the ground. Is it the vibration in the atmosphere? What are they going on about, guys? Whoa, that doesn't sound good. Oh no, not my connects set. What is that? How did we get here? But we were in the desert? Fate is an aerial attack by Abe, or should I say Gebler. They really are intent on attacking the Imperial capital. What? What about the civilians? They plan on directly attacking the Imperial capital, Nortune. Oh my god. That ship is heading to the power plant. Oh no, that is a nuclear reactor. Most likely that ship is their main line of attack. If they drop something on the reactor, the whole Imperial capital will be blown away. I feel like Satan knew more about that. Like yeah, he could have put that together, but I also feel like maybe he just already knew. Like, this was a possibility from the beginning. If we could change our course, will that help? Yes, however... Doc, I'm gonna try. We can't just turn and run away. Alright, be careful now. Ultraman to the rescue. Where did Rico go? If those civilians do not hurry and get out. There he is. What? Who's that? Aren't those the Abe pirates? That's... Faye, what the... At this point, you shouldn't be shocked. Every time you do anything, I'm there. Hey, this is Kislev. What's he doing here? Well, I guess this time it is kind of a shock. He seems to follow us anywhere, everywhere. What's with this guy? A little too persistent, perhaps. Third time's a charm. Let's get him. Ah, wait! Guys, you've gotten blasted every time. Rank? From our last incident, I can tell that you're friends with that Gears pilot. But there's no way we can stop. It doesn't matter that we're escorting the Hiked. I want to fight him, not as an enemy soldier, but as rival competitors. We're the Gebler Special Forces and we won't be beaten. Ellie's like, you're gonna get beaten. Sorry, I'm gonna have to kick his butt. Any objections? Okay, say any objections and then fly away before you can hear the objections. Sounds about right. You're in the way! Move! We must change the rear ship's course or... What? You again? Yeah, I'm sure it's going to work out differently for you this time. How's it going, Screzzo? You weakened my armor. And then missed. I feel it, man. Thank goodness it's Friday. Weekend is almost here. They put up one heck of a fight. This is meaningless. Gotta go through the gauntlet again. Yo, let's go on RJP. Guys are actually doing like damage now though. They're basically Team Rocket at this point, yeah. Not only that, we were in the same city all day last week, too. We've been in the prison section for like 8+ hours at this point. One of my favorite instances of like a recurring enemy is the rival guy from Bomberman Hero. I forget his name. But they do this really cool thing with him where, like, before the boss of every area, I don't remember if it's every area, but before the boss of most of the areas, you fight this guy, and every time you fight him, he gets another attack that you learn to dodge. And so, like, the first time you fight him, he just does the same attack over and over again, and you, like, learn to dodge it pretty quickly. And then every subsequent time, he gets one more attack, and you learn to block that one and the previous one. And then by the end of the game, you're dodging like 5 different attacks. And like, the game isn't like super mechanically difficult, but for that one fight, you feel like you're like really good at the game mechanically because you're dodging all these different attacks, when in reality, you're just kind of like slowly learning it over the course of the game. It's almost like in school when they would teach you like each different part of a problem, and then at the end of the game they put it all together, or at the end of the lesson they put it all together, and it's like, wow, I'm a genius. Like, in the same way, you feel like a good video game player for being able to like dodge all these different moves, when in reality, you just kind of learned it throughout. It's like it's a really cool implementation of something like that. Everyone over here, hurry. It's not like the combo doesn't get longer. It's like the first time you fight him, he has a blue attack, and you have to like. This isn't really Bomberman, but just as an example, like you have to dodge under it, and then like the next time you fight him, he has the blue attack and the red attack, and the red attack you have to jump over, and then the third time he has the blue attack, the red attack, and the yellow attack, and the yellow attack you have to dodge roll, and so like. By the time you're at the end of the game, it feels like you're playing a Dark Souls game and there's like 9 different attacks he has, but you know exactly how to dodge each one based off of what you learned. So it's just like, you know, kind of a cool thing. He was probably harder than the final boss, but he felt easier because you had already learned all there was to learn throughout the game. Master, there are people over there that can't get out. We're doomed. Don't give up, Hammer. Faye is fighting too. Faye no longer wants to watch innocent people lose their homes, their town, those that are important to them. My town? Don't make me laugh. Who gives a dang about this crap town? Even you must have things left to do here. I'm crap too. Puerto Rico. Let's go, Enfado. Arg, I've had it. Team Rocket's blasting off again. Still don't really have a lot I can do in the gear. Inner healing doesn't even do anything. What the? Why is the camera only on me? Well, I feel like a lot of the bosses in this game are more of like a marathon because they're trying to take advantage of like the fuel mechanic. So instead of having one strong enemy, it's like a bunch of enemies in a row, so you have to try to save your fuel so you don't run out. So a lot of the bosses are more about your resource management more than actual like damage or like difficulty. Only 2 enemies, huh? What a joke, wasting time on a couple of guys like these. Rico? I don't need a reason to beat the crap out of anyone who ticks me off. And of course that means you too. That's also one reason. Shut up, let's go. He doesn't need a reason. Rico smash. Got anything cool? Oh. Okay, this is what the special things are. 6 frame HP. can't use his ether machines for some reason. I don't understand why Faye can use them, but they don't do anything. Or maybe they do something, and I just don't know what they do. Oh, that's right. I totally forgot. It's different. You still have them, but they're different. They restore gear defense. That's what I remember now. Sorry, my bad. I remember now. Also can't hit anything, just like Rico outside the machine. Holy damage, Batman. Probably should be attacking the same target, but I don't know why they picked different targets. Ouch. I was gonna say, it's gotta be dead at this point. Man, Rico's mech, strong. Okay, now to change the last ship's course. Ellie! Rico, sorry, but you go on ahead. What? You've come this far and now you're scared? I'll catch up, I promise. Please. Well, even without you, I can make do by myself. Then I guess I'll go on ahead. You're kidding. What are you doing here, Ellie? I thought you agreed to get out of the military. She didn't agree to anything, did she? That's asking for too much. I'm an officer of the Gebler forces. Then you're saying this is also one of your duties? Yes, my duty is to escort the hike and to eliminate all enemies that get in the way. So you better get out of the way. Because if you don't move, then I'll have no choice but to eliminate you. Take that. Are you serious? You do know what you're doing, don't you? How can you say that knowing where that ship is headed and what the outcome may be? Come on, Ellie, say something. I know, I do understand what I'm doing. Then change how I wanted to change. I've thought of changing, but I couldn't. I don't have the freedom like you do. Freedom? Me? Yes, am I wrong? To be able to choose where you belong? To be able to fight alongside those who believe in their own cause? Even if you have much more anguish to deal with? At least you have the freedom to choose your own path, unlike me. But why don't you do that too, Ellie? If I could, I would already be doing it, but I can't. This is my place, and that's how it is here. So, please, understand. Ellie. I don't have a place I belong in either. Huh? Bart and crew, even their whole ship, are all missing. They disappeared after the battle with Gebler. That disappeared? So I don't have a place to belong to anymore. Really? Then why are you fighting now? Who are you fighting for? Do you enjoy this? Barging into someone else's country and destroying the place? Dragging innocent people into becoming victims? Do you enjoy fighting that much? Is it that much fun for you to watch people die? Don't be ridiculous. I would never find pleasure in that. If that's the case, then come with me. What are you doing? Just forget everything and come with me. I'm gonna pick you up and take you there. Let's go. Ouch, what? Just come. Wait, are we really gonna have like a this is what you're doing moment? Oh no. Look at this town. Take a good long look. This is what you've done? Does the word duty justify all of this? Does it? Ellie. But that's all that was left. You're still saying that? It's just not like you. If you don't want to, then don't do it. You shouldn't have to force it just to have a place to belong. What was I fighting you for just now? You wanted to know? I don't really know. I know I was helping Bart and the others, but I still don't know what I should do. Maybe I'm just looking for a place to fit in. But I think it's better to fight than to do nothing. If fighting helps you or your friends even a bit, then it's worthwhile. That's not nothing. It's something. What a change. Faye! I'm going. No, you can't. Dominia is not like the other soldiers. She is an elite within the Gebler elite. She is one of the elements Ramses's personal guard. She is one of the elements Ramses's personal guard. You won't stand a chance. Still, I have to stop this. Faye. Satan and Hammer has nothing to do with Kislev. But they're trying desperately to get the civilians to safety. Even Rico, who must hate this town, still stays with me. That's why I have to go. Faye. Save your data? Things are exploding. Do you want to save? Pretty powerful moment there, because, like, he's literally showing her, like, the only reason I'm helping is because they're doing it, and, like, I belong with the people that are helping. Like, that should show her that he does belong with these people. Also, how delusional is Ellie being like, I'm gonna kill you if you try to stop me from doing my mission, and then 2 seconds later she's like, if you go try to stop her, she's gonna kill you. Like, she is so lost in the sauce. She has no idea, like, what to do with herself or what she wants. I could heal, but I don't think it matters because I'm in my ear. Oh, I should have. Too late. Nope, wait. Yes, I'll save my data, but not really. I just want to get to the menu. I want to de-equip this. So should I unequip? I think I'll unequip the extra armor for it. Wow, he has a 50%. It didn't say the percentage on the menu, or maybe I missed it. Huh. It says increases defense, but it doesn't say by how much. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, I'm just saying that's where she's at the moment. Just commenting on how she is at this exact moment. What the heck were you doing, Faye? Were you expecting me to do all the dirty work of clearing away these punks for you alone? Sorry about that. Oh, but I see you've made a girlfriend. If we can defeat her, we should be able to change the course of this ship. Let's go. Huh. Just one more extra runt isn't going to allow you to down the ship bomb hike. What? Of course not. We're not gonna take this ship down. We're gonna take you down. Ah, what insolence. But what do you expect coming from lambs? Big bouse. What in the... Oh, it healed me too, that's nice. Wonder if I should boost. I'm gonna boost. Be boosting. Headbutt. 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 Bounce. Is this like a counter attack or something? Because every single time I attack, it's like instant. I think it is. Which means I should probably try to focus strong attacks. Holy crap, that X did 400 damage. What is that? I can attack it. Whatever it is, it has all the health. How is it not dead yet? Destroyed the super air rod. I wasn't boosting, I feel like that would have taken a million years to kill. Headbutt. 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 Pounce. Unfortunately, I'm still kind of stuck in the same, like, just using the same combos over and over. Don't really have anything else to do. There's a bit of a choice of, like, do I use X square or triangle when I'm getting my combo, but then once I have it, it's just use the same combo. Rico is like mega tank. Again, I ain't got the fuel for this. Kinda wanna see what happens if I just attack her. Still do damage. I have a feeling this thing's gonna like explode though and like kill us. I don't kill it. Gonna have to turn off my booster soon. It's gotta be like the longest fight so far. Alright. Turning off the booster. Again? I think I'm just gonna attack her at this point. I'm gonna run out of fuel. I made the right decision. Yag! Why you remember this? One day I'll pay you back for this. I promise. Holy cow, 24k XP. Counterforce. More like Dama don't. Or like Dimmadome. Dimmadome. Dimsdale Dimmadome. There's no time. Rico, hurry and change the course. No! What? Way to just stand there and do nothing, Ellie. Dang, there's too much mass. Oh, there it is. Ellie, you... Hold on. We can avoid a direct hit on the reactor with 3 gears. Ah! Oh, I said that. Sometimes I don't know what kind of, like, inflection they're going for with these voices. Faye just says ah all the time. I don't know what it means. Okay, we've steered it away from the power station. Let's bail out, Faye. But now it's heading right for the residential district. He's right. We need to bring it down somewhere where it won't cause too much damage. Or so much damage. Impossible. We can't change its course any more than we have. No, we've got to hold it up as long as we can. What are you, deaf? Huh? We're overheating. Dang, not now. There's nothing more we can do. Hanging on anymore will just be suicide. But... that's it. I'm bailing out. Come on. Ellie! Stop, what are you doing? If you do that... Don't worry, my gear's from Solaris. It's still alright. Ellie, what are you doing? If you keep going, you'll... But, what else can we do? At least it will reduce the damage. Sorry. It's better than doing nothing. Ellie! Just hold on a bit more, please. Is this it? I'm alive? Who are you? Why me? Is that Dracula? Wait. Ellie! Ellie! Who? Ellie! You're... Faye? Faye? Stupid, foolish. Are you crying? Sorry. It's okay. Can you forgive me? It's not your fault, Ellie. It's not your fault. Faye. Ellie, let's go back. That person. Where? There's no one here. Where did the owner of the house go without locking up the place? The furnishings are untouched. They probably left when Ave attacked. Looks like Hammer's here. Bro, Satan. I got the key info that should help us get out of the capital. So what's the info? The Empire's new super airship, Goliath. This is it, bro. The Empire's new creation, the super airship Goliath? Super airship, is it that big? Tisk tisk. It's beyond big. It's Ellie. As I said, it's beyond big, Ellie. The Goliath is of extraordinary magnitude. It's said that the Goliath can even make a gear look like a pea. That's the thing we saw earlier, right? Kind of cool that going off the beaten path, I was able to see it early. It's rumored that it can even decimate the Ave capital, Bledavik, all by itself. By itself, annihilate Ave, it must be a monstrous battleship. According to my reliable sources, it's located north of Kislev in an underground dock at some military facility. The military facility north of the capital? Ellie, what's wrong? I know that facility. I've talked to you about it before. The Imperial facility. I infiltrated. I never knew that something like that was in the basement. Ellie, do you think you still remember how you infiltrated the base? Yes, Satan. Way north, beyond the Kislev Imperial capital, beyond the carved-out portion of the mountain peak, lies the Imperial City's military facility. Good, let's take that. Before the Empire decides to launch a counterattack against Ave. So that's it? No more... no more discussion? Ellie's just with us now? Wow, weak! Thought you were supposed to be strong. Hey, I got you a rod. It's not as good as the rod you already have. I got you a metal vest. You're welcome, I guess. Ether stone. I feel like she's probably all ether, so I should probably ether defense. What if I gave you the ether veiler? Man, it feels like we're so far in the game and we finally got like just a spellcaster. Just like someone that does something different. Someone that doesn't just punch stuff in the face. It's interesting. I'm at kind of an impasse with this game right now because part of me wants to say you guys are already pretty much hitting the nail on the head. Part of me wants to say that the game is really like slowed down. Like there's been this big lull where I've just been doing the same thing over and over again. And like it feels like I should be criticizing the game for having a big section without anything new. But then another part of me says, I think this is just a really big game. And like, this is a small section in comparison to what else there is. You know what I mean? So like, I'm at kind of a weird, I don't know if I should criticize it or not, because we had the 3D Battler, which was really unique and different. And we had Rico, which was a new character at least. But a lot of what I'm doing in the combat is like the same thing I've been doing since the beginning of the game. And like, I know some people are going to be like, well, the combo system and blah. But the thing is, I don't need to do those things. Like, someone said like I should be charging my AP more to do combos. There's legitimately no reason for that. If I were to charge up my AP, the fights would just take longer, and I'm winning every fight, and I've yet to run into a problem. So like, it's not that. Like, the combat is just samey. It just has been samey for a while. Like, that's just the way it is. But I think that, like I said, I think that the game is just so massive that 10 hours from now, I'm gonna be like, oh, that was just such a small section, you know? So I kind of want to hold off my criticism until I get further, because it feels like right now it feels that way, but later I'm gonna be like, oh, that was just a small section and that's why, you know? So, but it is like an interesting, we're in an interesting part where it feels like we've been in a bit of a lull. But like, thematically, we have not been. Thematically, it's been going nuts since we got here. Like, we had that crazy, amazing section, and then we got thrown into the prison, which at first was slow, but then it picked up with like the sewer section and stuff, and then everything since then has been wild. So, you know, it's not like it's boring or like, quote-unquote, slow. I think it's just a long game, and there's just going to be long sections where we're doing similar things because the game itself is just so big, and so. But just figured I'd throw that in there because I'm sure a lot of people probably played this part and were like, you know, is the game padding, or is it just a really big game? And that's one thing, like, you're not going to know until you play the whole game. You know, if the game were to end 10 hours from now, then I could comfortably say this was a giant padding section. But from what people are saying, it's definitely not going to end in 10 hours. So, you know, I don't think this is padding at all. But it kind of feels that way when you play it the first time. Like, I think it's fair to say that this section feels a bit like padding the first time through. But, like I said, once I play the whole game, I'm probably going to realize that it is not padding at all. But figured I'd mention that, because I'm sure a lot of people probably felt that way. This feels like a section of the game where a lot of kids probably stopped playing. You know? Like, it's one of those things where a lot of kids probably got to this point, and then they were just like, you know. And then they came back to the game later, and they were like, man, I wish I had kept playing. Yeah, no, I guarantee you. I mean, I've been doing these Let's Plays of RPGs for a long time, and I've heard a lot of people, you know, when they jump into the Let's Play for the first time, a very common comment that people leave is like, oh, I played this as a kid, but I stopped at blank. And so over the years, I've kind of picked up on, like, what causes people to quit games. And I could definitely see this section being one of those sections. And again, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad section. Like, I think this was a good section of the game. But it's just one of those things where, like, if you get the first impression of a section being padding, and it has that certain vibe, a lot of kids that are not patient will quit. And it's not a fault of the game, it's just a fault of our mentality as kids, you know? So, it's just kind of the way it goes. But again, I do think that if this game were shorter, I would have a lot of negative criticism for this section of the game, for sure. But I don't think it's short, and I think within the next 20 hours, I'm going to be like, have a lot of a better opinion of this section. Yeah. I'm wondering what's going to happen with Ellie now. Like, are we going to have a discussion with her? We probably will. It's probably just waiting. But, like, this is the big moment we've been waiting for the entire game. Since literally the second area we went to, we've been waiting for Ellie to join us. So there's got to be more to it than just, here she is now. Curious to see where this goes. And I'm curious to see where this goes combat-wise, because we finally have a character that's not just punch stuff in the face. Yeah, this is probably a good place to stop, so we'll stop here. Yeah, what an awesome scene, man. What an awesome scene that was. And it was cool how, I mean, even, I genuinely thought this prison section was going to be just a little side plot. Just a little like, oh, we had to get out of the prison, and it wasn't going to have any like lasting effect on the game itself. I figured it was just going to be like, we had to get out, and then the story continued. But instead, they interwove Rico and Ellie into this section, plus all the alien stuff and like learning more about Satan. But the way that they perfectly interwove this from the beginning of the game plot point of Ellie finally joining us, and Rico and his past and his present, and him, you know, learning to help us, and then all that came together with all three of us holding up the ship. Like, man, that was awesome. Like, this feels like it should have been a main part of the game, but at the same time, it feels like a little side area. You know, it's the stereotypical prison area, but they were able to take advantage of it and make it like a, you know, fit with the general plot. Like, just really cool. I was not expecting so many different plot points to come to a head all here. The game really is just a masterclass of, like, maybe not writing, but definitely a masterclass of plot progression. You know? The way that it progresses the plot and keeps characters relevant. And, yeah, tells the story in a way that's always intriguing, and you're never... It has glimpses of things that are bigger than us, but we're always grounded in a specific interaction that we want to see come to fruition. So I talked about this a bit last week too, but when you have a game that's so like out there with some of its concepts, it's important to have like a grounded story that we can follow. So like, even if the first time through you're a bit confused with all the political talk and the alien talk and all the stuff Satan's going on about, you still have this Ellie and Faye interaction to hold on to that's always a part of what's going on. And Faye's fighting within himself to decide if he should fight for the better good or not, that's always a part of what's going on. So even if like the general idea you're a bit lost as to what's going on, you can hold on to like, oh, Faye is fighting with himself to decide if he wants to help or not, and Ellie is fighting with herself, and who is this Satan guy? What's going on with Satan? And so there's always like these cool little things you can hold on to. And then if you do understand all of the other stuff going on, then that just adds to it. And if you don't, you can still enjoy what you understand. So, yeah, really just a masterclass of telling a story that's going to be interesting to anyone playing it. And I know that I said that the prison section was a bit slow, but I still think that the pacing in this game in general is really awesome. And again, it's a prison section. It's kind of supposed to be slow. And we just had a big moment right before the prison section, so it makes sense that this area kind of slows down a bit. So it's not necessarily bad just because it's slow, but I think that it maybe went on a bit too, and I also took me a while to realize what to do and everything too, but maybe went along a bit too long, or could have been a bit different, but I still think the pacing in this game in general is insanely good. As soon as I start to, you know, what's going to happen next? Suddenly, we're meeting a new villain, and Ellie is having a new crisis, and suddenly we have Rico's backstory is suddenly unfolding, and so there's just always something to be interested in and follow. So anyways, that's going to be it for Xenogears today. We're going to move on to our Excalibur 2 run. Very exciting, but first we got to say goodbye to YouTube. YouTube, thank you so much for watching Let's Play Xenogears. Hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. I know you are, because the comments say so. Everyone's been very excited for this playthrough, and I have been as well. Glad we got to play it this week. I was afraid we were going to have to skip this week because of the capture card dying, but luckily we got it working, and now it looks as amazing as ever. So I'm very happy about that. And I will see you back here next week for the next episodes of Let's Play Xenogears. We'll see you there. Peace.